All right, let's talk about that one big thing on your to-do list. No, not because you're lazy. You're not. But because the real reason you're putting it off is a lot cozier and a lot sneakier than you think. All right, let's talk about it. Picture this. You've got your coffee. You've got your to-do list. It's looking back at you, and one item on that list is just staring. You know the one. It's big, or it's vague, or it's just plain boring. And in that exact moment, the sudden overwhelming urge to check your email for the 10th time becomes irresistible. Suddenly, organizing your desktop folders feels urgent. You think, I really should water that plant. It looks a little sad. That right there is the retreat. We call it procrastination, but that's such a heavy, judgmental word. Let's call it what it really is, a search for comfort. It's the cozy comfort of later. Later is a beautiful, magical, hypothetical place, isn't it? In later, we are miraculously more motivated. In later, we are more energized, better rested, and brimming with brilliant ideas. In later, the task is somehow easier. The problem is, later is a fantasy. It's the land of I'll get to it. It's a destination that always seems to be just over the horizon. And why do we do this? Why do we keep buying a ticket to a place that doesn't exist? It's not because you're lazy. Let's just get that out of the way. Lazy is a useless word. It's a label we stick on ourselves when we don't understand what's really going on. No, we're not lazy. We're just human. We are hardwired on a deep primal level to avoid discomfort. And that big, staring task on your list? It represents discomfort. Maybe it just feels too big. You look at the words, write the report, and your brain doesn't see a task, it sees a mountain. You don't even know where to find the path, so you just decide not to climb today. You'll check the weather later. Maybe it feels too boring. Do the expenses. Ugh. It's just a guaranteed hour of zero joy, zero stimulation. Your brain is craving a little hit of dopamine, and it knows exactly where to get it. Right inside that little glowing screen. Or maybe, and this is the one we don't like to admit, maybe you're just a little bit scared. You're afraid you'll do it badly, that you'll pour your energy into it, and it will just be, You're afraid that if you really try your best, and your best isn't good enough, what does that say about you? That's a heavy, uncomfortable thought. So, you know what feels 1,000 times safer? Later. It feels so much better to just not find out. To stay in the what if, where your potential is still perfect and untouched. And here's the trap. The second you make that decision, I'll do it tomorrow, you get this immediate whoosh of relief. The pressure's off. You just dodged that uncomfortable feeling. It feels good. It feels like you just got away with something. But you didn't, did you? You didn't solve the problem. You just pushed it. You didn't dodge the bullet. You just delayed it. That cozy blanket of later isn't as warm as it seems. Because while you're enjoying that short-term relief, that task is still sitting there. And it hasn't gone away. In fact, it's growing. It's not just a task anymore. Now it has baggage. It has the added weight of your guilt. It's gathering the sticky, heavy pressure of the approaching deadline. It's like a little monster in the back of your mind, and you're spending all this background energy actively ignoring it. That is exhausting. You think you're choosing comfort, but what you're really doing is trading 5 minutes of acute discomfort, the discomfort of just starting, for hours or even days of chronic, low-grade anxiety. It's that nagging feeling. I should be doing that thing. It's the hum of a refrigerator you can't turn off. It sours your free time. You can't even fully enjoy watching that show or meeting your friends because the monster is still whispering from the closet. This is the loop. We feel anxious about the task, so we avoid it to feel better. But avoiding it creates more anxiety. It's a perfect, self-inflicted wound. But we're smart. We don't just sit there and say, I'm avoiding this because it's scary and I don't want to. Oh no, we're far more creative than that. We come up with brilliant, logical, and perfectly reasonable justifications. We tell ourselves little stories, friendly fibs, that make our avoidance sound like a strategic plan. And that is where the real trouble begins. And because we are smart, rational people, we don't just avoid. We justify. We build these beautiful, intricate, and perfectly logical sounding excuses. They're not really lies, they're more like friendly fibs. They're the little stories we whisper to ourselves to make the cozy comfort of later feel less like avoidance and more like a strategy. And oh, we are brilliant storytellers. The number one all time classic? You know this one. I work better under pressure. This is the procrastinator's anthem. We wear it like a badge of honor. We romanticize that frantic, caffeine fueled 2 a.m. sprint to the finish line. We picture ourselves as the action hero, defusing the bomb with 1 second to spare. It feels exciting. It feels alive. But let's be real. Do you really work better? Or do you just work faster? Think about it. When you're in that state of panic, you don't have time for nuance. You don't have time for a second draft or a thoughtful review or that one extra idea that could have made it great. You don't have time to be creative. You only have time to be done. That adrenaline rush isn't inspiration. It's anxiety. And you're not producing your best work. You're just producing your surviving work. You're just scrambling to hand something in. And then you collapse, swearing you'll never do it again until the next time. That's fib number one. Here's the second one, and this one is sneaky. I just need to first. This is the siren song of productive procrastination. It sounds like this. I can't possibly start writing that big presentation until I've cleared my inbox. I should really organize my desktop files first. A clean workspace is a clean mind, right? I'll just pay these bills, make that quick phone call, and then I'll be able to really focus. It's a trap. And it's the most dangerous trap of all because it feels good. You're busy. You're being productive. You're checking things off the list. You get those little tiny hits of accomplishment. But what are you really doing? You're using easy, low-impact tasks to build a brick wall between you and the one high-impact task that actually matters. You're confusing movement with progress. You spend 3 hours on admin and feel exhausted and virtuous. But that one big important thing, it's still sitting there. And now it has less time. Then, of course, there's the big one, the fib that sounds so philosophical and deep. I'm just not motivated right now. We say this as if motivation is some magical, mystical fog that has to roll in. We are waiting for the muse. We are waiting to feel like it. I can't write when I'm not inspired. I'm just not in the right headspace. Here is the truth you don't want to hear. Motivation is a scam. It's fleeting. It's unreliable. It's a fair weather friend. If you only work when you feel motivated, you will accomplish almost nothing in your life. We have this idea completely backward. We think motivation leads to action. But the reality, almost every single time, is the exact opposite. Action leads to motivation. Motivation isn't the spark, it's the result. It's the good feeling you get after you've started, after you've proven to yourself that you can do it, after you've gotten into the flow. You don't feel your way into action. You act your way into feeling. Waiting for motivation is like standing in front of a cold fireplace, arms crossed, saying, "Go on, give me heat, and then I'll add the wood." It just doesn't work that way. These stories, the pressure, the fake productivity, the wait for motivation, they all serve the same purpose. They protect us. They shield our ego from the discomfort of the task. The problem is, you can't build a life from a place of defense. These fibs feel friendly, but they're keeping you stuck. They're the lullaby that keeps you asleep. So, how do we wake up? How do we stop thinking about the thing and just do the thing? It's not about finding some superhuman willpower. It's not about waiting for a lightning bolt. It's actually much, much simpler than that. It's a little trick. A way to bypass the fibs entirely. Recognize any of those friendly fibs we just talked about? I'll do it later. I'm just not motivated. Those are powerful habits, and the best way to break an old habit is to build a new one day at a time. That's why I created my new ebook, 30 Days to a Better You. It's not a magic fix. It's a simple 30-day roadmap to help you stop the excuses and finally start the action. It's packed with daily steps, just like the one I'm about to show you, to help you build real, lasting momentum. Stop letting those fibs write your story. Click the link in the description to get your copy and start building a better you today. So here we are. We are hiding in the cozy comfort of later, and we are fully armed with our friendly fibs. We know we're avoiding it. We know we're telling ourselves stories, and we're still stuck. That task is still sitting there, looking like a giant, unclimbable mountain. The sheer idea of it is exhausting. We think the problem is the work. We think the problem is the task. It's not. The task is just the task. The work is just the work. The real problem, the real monster, is the start. It's that moment of friction. It's the activation energy it takes to get from doing nothing to doing something. It's the moment you have to push the giant, heavy boulder from a dead stop. That's the part we dread. Our brains are built to conserve energy, and that start feels like it's going to take everything we have. So we look at the mountain and we just decide not to climb. But what if it's not a mountain? What if we've just been looking at it through a magnifying glass? This is where we stop thinking and we start tricking. If your brain is going to tell you fibs, you just have to tell it a smarter one. I call this the 10-minute magic trick. It's not really magic, of course, but it feels like it. And it's so simple, you'll feel almost silly that you haven't been doing it all along. Here's what you do. You're going to find a timer, your phone, your watch, a kitchen timer, whatever. And you're going to set it for 10 minutes, just 10. Then you make a solid binding, pinky swear promise to yourself. It sounds like this: I am only going to work on for 10 minutes. When that timer goes off, I have full and complete permission to stop. And you have to mean it. No guilt. No, oh, I should keep going. If that timer rings and you are just as miserable as you were when you started, you are free. You can get up, walk away, go back to scrolling, and congratulate yourself. You did your 10 minutes. You win. That's the deal. That's the entire trick. Because what have you just done? You haven't told your brain, we have to climb this mountain. You've told your brain, we just have to take like 5 steps up the path. Just to check out the view. Write the report is overwhelming. Work on the report for 10 minutes is fine. Clean the entire house is a nightmare. Tidy the kitchen for 10 minutes is just a thing you can do. You've lowered the stakes so low they're practically on the floor. You've given your brain an escape hatch. And because that resistant, comfort-seeking part of your brain knows it's not being forced into a marathon, its alarms don't go off. It doesn't fight you. It just says, ugh, fine, 10 minutes, whatever. So you start. You open the document. You read the email. You pick up the one piece of trash. And then the magic happens. That timer goes off. And 9 times out of 10, you won't stop. You'll just keep going. Why? Because the hardest part is over. You did it. You pushed the boulder, and now it's rolling. That awful, heavy, UGH feeling wasn't the work. It was the friction of starting. And now that friction is gone. You've broken the seal. You're in it. The task is no longer some big, scary, abstract monster. It's just the next sentence. Or the next dish. You've remembered that, oh right, you actually know how to do this. This is momentum. Action doesn't come from motivation. Motivation comes from action. You've just created your own motivation out of thin air with nothing but a 10-minute timer. Momentum is your new best friend. It's the force that does the heavy lifting for you. All you have to do is give it that first, tiny little nudge. Sometimes even 10 minutes feels too big. Fine. Lower the bar. Call it the just one thing trick. Don't write the paper. Just open the document and write a title. Don't clean the room. Just pick up one sock and put it in the hamper. Don't do the expenses. Just find one receipt. That's it. Because that one, tiny, almost laughable it's so small action is still a start. And a start is all you need to break the spell. This is the way out. You stop negotiating with your feelings and you just begin. It's a beautiful, simple system, but what about those other voices? The ones that pop up even before you can set the timer? The ones that are a little more stubborn, the buts. Okay, So the 10-minute magic trick is on the table. It's simple. It's logical. You're ready to try it. You reach for the timer, and then they arrive. Right on cue. Like little gremlins popping up on your shoulder, whispering just loud enough to make you pause. They all start with the same word. But. These are the buts. They're the final line of defense. And they are so convincing. They're the friendly fibs we talked about, but now they're dressed up as practical, undeniable, insurmountable reasons. Let's call them out one by one. The first one is the most common, the most powerful. But I'm just too tired. This one feels so real. You genuinely feel drained. The idea of any effort, even 10 minutes, feels like too much. So, let's be really honest with ourselves. Are we, I just ran a marathon and can't feel my legs tired? Or are we, I don't want to think it feels easier to scroll tired? Because let's be clear, scrolling on your phone takes energy. Binge watching a show takes energy. Stressing about not doing the task takes a ton of energy. The truth is, action often creates energy. The 10-minute trick is designed for when you're tired. The deal is still on the table. If 10 minutes is too much, fine. Set the timer for 5. Just 5 minutes. You're not committing to finishing. You're just committing to starting. More often than not, that little spark of I did something gives you a tiny bit of energy you didn't know you had. Then comes the second gremlin, the one that loves big projects. But it's just too big. I don't even know where to start. This is the paralysis of overwhelm. You look at the mountain, and all you can see is the whole terrifying thing. You're so worried about finding the perfect first step that you end up taking no steps. Here's a secret. There is no perfect place to start. Stop trying to find the right door. Just pick a door. Any door. You don't know where to start. Start anywhere. You have to write a 20-page report? Open a document. Write a title. Don't like the title? Write a bad one. Just put words on the page. You have to clean the whole disastrous apartment? Don't. Just pick up one book and put it on the shelf. The worst thing you can do is sit there, staring at the hole, trying to map it out. You don't need a map. You just need to take one step. The next step will become clear after you take the first one. Then, of course, there's the busy person's favorite, but I just don't have time right now. Don't you? If you had a true, drop everything, hair on fire emergency, you'd find the time. If your best friend called and needed you, you'd find the time. If someone offered you a free ticket to your favorite concert right now, you'd find the time. It's not a time problem. It's a priority problem. You're just choosing to prioritize the short-term comfort of avoidance over the long-term satisfaction of progress. We're not talking about finding 3 hours. We're talking about 10 minutes. Check your phone's screen time. You have 10 minutes. You probably have 10 minutes in the next 30 minutes. This but is the flimsiest one of all. Don't let it win. And finally, we get to the one. The real one. The one all the other buts are usually just hiding. But what if I fail? What if I do it and it's just bad? There it is. Hello, fear. We're not tired. We're not too busy. We're scared. We're scared we'll try our best and our best won't be good enough. We're scared of being judged. We're scared of looking stupid. So we protect ourselves. We choose not to try. We'd rather have the I could have than the I did, and it wasn't great. Listen, you know what guarantees a 100% failure rate? Not starting. That blank page is a guaranteed F. The task sitting on your list, undone, is a total failure. A messy, awful, terrible, no good first draft? That is a 100% success. Why? Because you can edit a bad draft. You can fix a messy attempt. You can't edit a blank page. You have to give yourself permission to be a beginner. You have to give yourself permission to do it badly at first. These buts. I'm tired. I'm busy. I'm overwhelmed. I'm scared. They are not reasons. They are excuses. They are just thoughts. And you don't have to obey every thought that floats through your head. Your job isn't to not feel these things. Your job is to feel them and set the timer anyway. Because when you do, you're not just starting the task. You're starting something much more powerful. You're starting to build that magic, unstoppable force. And you're in. You did it. You silenced the buts. You ignored the fibs. And you set that 10-minute timer. You just took that one tiny, I guess I can step. And now, everything is different. That giant, terrifying mountain, it's not a mountain anymore. You're on the path, and you can see that it's not a vertical cliff. It's just a hill. It's just a series of next steps. This is it. This is the part you've been missing. You're not pushing the boulder uphill anymore. You're on the other side, and it's rolling with you. You are now riding the momentum wave. This is the most powerful force you can have on your side. It's that magic, unstoppable feeling. It's the flow state. It's the shift from the agonizing, I have to do this, to the quiet, focused, I am doing this. It's the best feeling in the world. And it all started from that one tiny 10-minute nudge. Momentum is a beautiful, beautiful thing. It starts small. It's a little snowball. You wrote the title. Then, suddenly, writing the first sentence seems obvious. You write the first sentence. Well, that sentence needs a second one. You write that. You've just written a paragraph. You look up, and 20 minutes have passed. The monster is gone. The anxiety has evaporated. It's just you and the work. This is where the real magic happens. Remember that fib? I'm just not motivated. You just proved it was a lie. Action created the motivation. You didn't feel your way into this. You acted your way into it. And something else is happening too. That other voice, the what if I fail gremlin, it's suddenly gone very quiet. Why? Because action doesn't just create motivation. Action creates confidence. You don't need to feel confident to start. You need to start to feel confident. Every little win builds you up. You put one dish in the dishwasher. Hey, I did that. You pick up one sock. Hey, I did that too. You write one email. Look at me. I'm doing the thing. It's not about the size of the win. It's about the fact of the win. You are proving to yourself in real time that you can do this. You are no longer the person staring at the problem. You're the person solving it. So how do you keep this wave going? First, you respect the flow. Don't scatter your energy. The urge to multitask is just your old friend avoidance trying to sneak back in. Ooh, I should check my email. No. Close the tabs. Put the phone in another room. Your only job right now is to ride this wave. Give this one task your full attention. Second, you keep feeding it small wins. Don't look at the whole rest of the task. Just look at the next small part. You don't have to finish the report. You just have to write the next section. You don't have to clean the whole house. You just have to wipe down the counters. That's it. Keep the steps small, and the momentum will stay high. And finally, when you are done, you celebrate the win. I mean it. When the task is finished, don't just collapse and move on. Pause. Actively acknowledge what you did. I did it. I didn't want to, and I did it anyway. It's done. Get up. Stretch. Go make a good cup of coffee. You're not just rewarding yourself. You're training your brain. You're teaching it. Hey, remember that awful task we were avoiding? When we finish it, we get a little hit of dopamine. We get relief. We get pleasure. Slowly, your brain starts to associate pleasure with completion, not just with avoidance. This is how you change. It's not about waking up one day and being a new, disciplined person. That's a myth. It's about this. It's about this one simple, repeatable process. It's about understanding that later is a cozy trap. It's about recognizing the friendly fibs you tell yourself. It's about learning to just say fine to the buts. And it's about knowing that all you ever have to do is find 10 minutes to just begin. That's the whole secret. That's how you get your power back. You're not waiting for a sign. You're not waiting for motivation. You're just starting. And letting the beautiful, unstoppable wave of momentum carry you all the way home.